My first question to you would be, what's the significance for you to go back to this, your first game, and be able to bring it back out there to a larger audience? What does this mean to you?
So the Silver Case is the Grasshopper manufacturer's first game, and it released on 1999 as a PlayStation 1 game, and it was only for Japanese. And they were thinking about localizing to English or other countries too, but since the text volume was too big, so it didn't happen. So it took about 9 years to accomplish the English version finally by the hands of Active Gaming Media. So it's been 9 years. It's been 9 years since the first try to make it to English. So it's very special. I'm having a very special feeling about this.
How would you describe it to someone who is not familiar with this game, and how would you describe the game and what it is and yeah.
Okay.
When we created this game, it's a very text-heavy adventure game. And so since then, our company is rather small, and it was rather called as indie developer. So we try to have like something new. So there's not only text, but like a movie, and it's called film window style movie, and like actual film and animation. So everything is combined into one new adventure game. So people can find this as like people can find it very new experience. They sure can have fun. Adding to that, most of the people will already get used to the action game of Suda. But this game is not action game. It's adventure game. So people who used to a tremendous amount of blood from action game, in this game there's none. Instead, there's tremendous amount of text done by Suda and Ooka-san.
Is this a genre that you want to return to, or are you comfortable making action games, or how do you see yourself developing games in the future? Is this something that still interests you, doing this narrative-heavy game?
The adventure game is the genre which is kind of origin of Suda. But well, to tell the truth, the first game he made is like a pro wrestling game, so it's rather be action oriented, and then he created 3 other adventure games, then Silver Case. So, but still, it's he loves adventure game even as a user, and he respects adventure game, and adding to that, he wants to add new styles. So yes, it's definitely the genre he wants to come back.
Have you made any alterations or anything that you've added to the game with this new version? And was there anything that you felt from the beginning, I want to touch up on?
The importance is more like what we don't want to alter. So we didn't change any text at all. Well, to think of it, some part when we look back at it, when we read it again, some part maybe he wants to change, maybe not, but still, it's the truth is that all those texts are what he made in use. So he respects himself. He's like a young himself. He respects his young himself, and like by the time he threw everything into this text. So that's why he wants to keep that text for Silver Case.
What are your thoughts on the adventure genre, the narrative genre has changed a lot in recent years. What do you feel that this sort of the narrative space is with video games today, and where do you feel Silver Case fits in?
So the adventure game these days, especially for indie games, just like Read Only Memories or Valhalla, came from foreign countries. they're inspired by like classic Japanese adventure games, and they made it into very new style. Those games, Suda likes it a lot, but those games we haven't seen a lot coming from Japan, so well, we don't have much of idea about Japanese adventure games yet. So to compare the silver case with those, including the new adventure game and old adventure game, even 18 years ago when the game originally came out, there's nothing like silver case. But still, its current silver case has something new and different from the other adventure games. So we would appreciate if users can feel something, some those kind of differences from the silver case.
I asked you what your personal feelings was of bringing out silver case again, but Grasshopper has changed a lot since the game first came out, and a lot of people have come on board and who never worked on silver case. What does it mean for the company and for everyone working there that this game gets out again, and what's the reactions been like at the studio?
The original staffs who involved in silver case were of course happy, and some of them even think like we wanted to remake the game. We ourselves wanted to remake the game. But yeah, for the new employees, like someone who just graduated from university, those people, yes, they don't know about silver case, and he just saw that those new people just ignored the silver case booth and went past somewhere. So maybe some of them know after the release. So well, but still, it's be happy if they play as a user and feel the silver case at that time.
Yes, for wrapping up, I know it's not the focus here, but how is Let It Die progressing, and how do you feel about the project currently?
It's going very well, and it will be released this year, so just wait for a few more months.
But first silver case.
Silver case will come out next month. So just buy the game, play the game, finish the game, and wait for Let It Die.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.